At dusk in the garden corner, dark gray clouds hung overhead, creating a heavy feeling of disappointment after months of composting efforts. The shovel plunged into the compost bin, scooping up a soggy pile of blackened kitchen scraps that gave off a thick, unpleasant, rotten smell. Beneath the slimy waste was an entire torn cardboard sheet that still held its shape, completely undecomposed after such a long time. A pair of rubber-gloved hands lifted the soggy cardboard, shaking in frustration at the unreasonable immortality of this dry waste. Have you ever excitedly opened your compost bin after a few months, only to discover a disaster? Smelly food waste while the cardboard still sits there untouched? You're definitely not alone. This structural mistake is silently ruining thousands of urban compost bins by blocking the oxygen they desperately need. When oxygen is cut off, the waste switches to anaerobic decomposition, producing dark black liquid and a very distinctive foul odor. It's a huge waste of both time and effort. We need to understand why that cardboard became such a problem. Let the morning sunlight wash away the disappointment. Today, we're running an experiment to find the best solution for cardboard in compost. Should you lazily toss in whole sheets or carefully shred them into pieces? These two transparent bins will clearly show us the difference. For bin A, carefully cut or tear the cardboard box into tiny fluffy pieces using scissors or your hands. The paper scraps fall loosely into the bin, creating perfect air pockets for tiny organisms that are about to get to work. Shredding the cardboard may seem time-consuming, but it's actually the key to fast and effective decomposition. Meanwhile, in bin B, we simply fold the large cardboard sheet and stuff it directly into the bottom of the bin for convenience. Many people do this to save time, not realizing they're creating a wall that blocks life itself. Both bins receive the exact same amount of kitchen scraps, from vegetable peels to tea leaves, ensuring a completely fair comparison. The silent race officially begins. The next 30 days of testing will reveal the true answer about decomposition speed. Time will be the fairest judge. Let's observe how microorganisms begin invading these territories. For now, let's set aside our impatience and take a closer look at the science hidden inside the structure of cardboard. Cardboard is essentially compressed wood fibers rich in cellulose. Its signature corrugated structure is truly a masterpiece of nature. The tiny spaces between the paper layers act as oxygen reservoirs, allowing aerobic microorganisms to breathe and work. When you shred the cardboard, the surface area increases dramatically. This creates millions of tiny air tunnels for life to move through. Microorganisms don't have teeth. They eat by releasing enzymes onto surfaces. The more torn edges there are, the more dining tables they have. Shredding also helps the paper absorb moisture from kitchen scraps faster, keeping the compost bin at the ideal moisture balance. In contrast, whole cardboard sheets become waterlogged and stick tightly together, forming a barrier that completely blocks airflow. It turns into an organic cement wall, suffocating the soil and stopping the flow of energy inside the compost bin. Moisture from the kitchen scraps becomes trapped, building up into a toxic swamp at the bottom of your compost bin. Without air, aerobic decomposition stops and gives way to rotting fermentation that produces extremely unpleasant gases. Remember, we're composting, not soaking paper. The difference between soil and mud lies in this very structure. Every strand of cellulose is a valuable source of energy. But to unlock it, we need to give it the right start. And now, let's look at the results after 2 weeks of patient waiting. The truth is about to be revealed as we open the lids. On day 14, the sky is sunny and the air feels fresh. It's time to check the progress of our 2 contestants. Opening bin A, you can feel gentle warmth rising out. That's a sign of highly active microorganisms hard at work. Those shredded paper pieces have already softened, turning dark brown and blending perfectly into the kitchen scraps. Look closely. Bright white fungal threads are weaving a network of life, magically transforming waste into nutrients. Tiny earthworms have also appeared, finding the shredded paper scraps to be a perfect 5-star hotel to live in. Bin A is transforming beautifully. The smell coming from it is rich, earthy, fresh, and full of new life. But moving over to Bin B feels completely different. The flattened cardboard is soaked and stuck tightly to the bottom like dead skin. It hasn't decomposed at all. It has only become slimier. The underside of the cardboard has turned gray from severe oxygen deprivation. A strong sour odor rises up. This is the result of rotten fermentation caused by trapped wastewater with nowhere to escape. Poking it gently with a wooden stick releases anaerobic gas bubbles, along with dark stagnant liquid trapped underneath for days. Laziness always comes at a price. One intact sheet of cardboard has become a cruel jailer for this tiny ecosystem. This black liquid is actually harmful to plant roots if you accidentally use it as fertilizer. It's filled with harmful bacteria. Now look at the airflow in Bin A. Water and oxygen move freely, creating the perfect environment for life to thrive. The lesson is already crystal clear after 14 days. But let's wait for the final 30-day results to witness the real magic. On day 30, golden sunlight bathes everything in warmth. It's finally time to harvest the rewards of careful effort. Dumping out Bin A onto a wooden tray, you can no longer see any trace of the cardboard pieces. They've completely disappeared. In their place is soft, fluffy black compost that smells like fresh forest soil after the first rain of the season. Touching this black gold feels incredible. It's proof that working with nature truly pays off. Spread this nutrient-rich compost around the base of a struggling rose plant, and you're giving it a brand new source of life. Or feed a small lettuce pot on the balcony, and you'll notice the difference within just a few short days. Shredding cardboard may cost you an extra 5 minutes, but it can save you 5 months of waiting in frustration. When kitchen scraps and shredded paper become one, that's when we return nature's original value back to the earth. When the soil can breathe, the plants will sing. A new cycle of life begins from the very things we once planned to throw away. Your patience and attention to detail have been rewarded with the vibrant life of this beautiful little garden. Gardening isn't just about growing plants. It's about learning to understand the quiet language of soil and microorganisms. A romantic sunset settles over the city garden, bringing peace and relief after a meaningful day of work. As we slowly wipe clean the garden scissors, we sit down and reflect on this incredible journey of transformation. Watching light steam rise from freshly fertilized soil, you can almost feel the warm breath of life itself. This peaceful garden corner is like a tiny lung in the middle of the city, where we heal the earth, starting from our kitchens. Natural gardening doesn't require rushing. It requires a heart willing to listen and hands unafraid of getting dirty. A small action like shredding a cardboard box today is a promise for a greener and cleaner tomorrow. Don't be afraid to spend a little extra time. Every tiny paper scrap you tear carries hope for new green life. Thank you for joining the Compost channel on this inspiring journey filled with practical knowledge about caring for the earth. Leave a comment if your compost bin is giving you trouble too. Together, we'll find the best solution. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next organic gardening secrets. Your support truly means a lot. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next videos, where quiet moments bring priceless lessons for life. May your compost bin always be full of life, and may your seedlings stay lush and green beneath the sunlight.